All right, hey. How you guys doing? Let's all take a big deep breath together. All right. We're gonna just keep doing this final testing of what we're doing, and I'm gonna tell you guys what this is. So feel free to keep checking instruments if you guys need to. This could come down in the monitor a little bit, this vocal. Thank you. So how many of you guys knew David Fetzer? All right. How many of you have heard about David Fetzer in the last year? All right. How many of you are here and you don't know what you're getting into yet? Great. This is wonderful. All right. So David is like the world's best friend, okay? And he passed away on the day that the world was supposed to end. So for a lot of us, the world ended on the day that everyone said, the Mayans said it was going to end. But this is not about that. This is about David's life. What we're doing is celebrating David's musical legacy and coming together. He brought us together here, and he would love for us to enjoy this time paying tribute to him. So we're going to play his music for you guys. Does that sound good? Yeah. We have an amazing crew of people here. We're going to do mostly David songs, some tribute songs for David. We have some really special guests who came from out of town. David's family, David's closest friends. As the show goes on, I'll introduce you guys to them. But are you guys ready to hear some of David's songs? Yeah. All right. We love you, David. We're going to start with the first song on the first Mushman album, okay? So you guys, this is Pat Fugit. Pat and David were in this band together called Mushman, and they made 2 albums, and there's a lot of recordings out there that didn't get released yet. And they also made films together, and late tonight, some of David's film collaborators and his friends and family, we're going to show a bunch of his films at 2 a.m. I know you're going to be up and you're going to love it. But here we're going to start with the first song on the first album, led by Chris Dorman. This is Eddie's Balloon.
She departed far too soon, leaving him a red balloon to let go in the sky. From his window Eddie watched it soar till he couldn't see it no more. Blue heaven was so would watch him while he slept. He'd be fast asleep, but somehow still know she was there. Eddie wondered with a frown, how could something come back down that's lighter in the air?
Daniel Kahn is going to lead an early David song in collaboration with his brother. How about Scott Fetzer back here? Scotty played on the hill at 1 and kept the rain away today. He did all the heavy lifting in keeping the rain away. All of it. All right. This is Pirate Pete.
Okay, so this is a song for everybody to take part in. This is a nautical song. This is a beautiful, beautiful sea shanty in a way. So yeah, that means I want to hear the noise of the ocean. Let's hear the surf. That's good. Just keep it going. Just keep it going. Pirate Pete has syphilis. Godspeed, God bless. Oh, Pirate Pete. Pirate Pete's losing his mind. Once wound up, he can't unwind. Poor Pirate Pete. I wish you were my friend. 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 Long John Silver sailed the seas, found a seashell, gave it to me. Oh, I love Long John. Long John Silver's ship went down. He's now a king with a coral crown. Oh, goodbye, Long John. Everybody. I wish you were my friend. 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 Old red Rackham's rubies rare. He and his jewels are quite a pair. Oh, what a way to live. Pillaging villages for their jewels, growing richer as he broke the rules. Oh, what a way to live. I wish you were my friend. I wish you were my friend. I wish you were my friend. I wish you were my friend.
So David's siblings are here. We've got Carly and Jessica and Scotty. So there's a bunch of David's songs that haven't been released yet, okay? And we want to send a huge heartfelt shout out, the first of many, to Betsy, David's mom. I love you so much. Thank you so much for bringing David into our lives forever. Betsy set up a foundation for David. It's the David Ross Fetzer Foundation. It's going to help emerging artists, and it's going to do a lot of good in the world. So keep your ears out for more of David's music coming out in the future, and re-releases and pushes of the albums that have been released. So Scotty and Carly dug deep into the archives, okay, and they got this song Fruity, and it's a great recording, and there's all these effects on it and stuff like that. Somehow these guys figured out what David was singing, and they got the song. Are you guys ready to hear it? Okay. Probably the first time it's ever been played live.
Definitely.
How about it, you guys? Scotty and Carly. So there's this project that a bunch of us have been doing for 10 years now called High-Low. And every year between Christmas and New Year for the last 10 years, some of us have gotten together and made an album on a 4-track. And Susan and May and I have been involved every year. David came out for several of them. This last one was dedicated to David. We did a bunch of David songs. But this is a song from High-Low 5. It's called Orville Ordinary, another gem of David's. So at this point, we'd like to open up the mic to some of David's friends and family who came from far away. You don't have to get up and talk if you don't want to, but I'd love for everybody here to see you so they know who you are and why you're here, and we can all help take care of you, and we can all learn more about David, because now his music belongs to all of us, and we're all blessed by it. So anybody want to come and say a few words? All right. So Ashley Birch is here. Ashley and David were together. They were partners. And thank you, Ashley, for loving David so much. Thank you so much for coming here.
Thanks for making it littler for me. The thing I admire the most about Davey, and the thing that I try to emulate as much as I can in my own life, is that he really loved people. And I think it's easy to say that about anyone, but Davey really did. And he always was curious about people. And he was always wanting to know more about people and love people and put other people in front of himself, always, to the point where he fell in a ditch 5,000 times for a short once for his friends, and he had a bad back. Yeah, I love Davey so much, and I feel so honored that I got to be his partner, and it's amazing seeing you all here and listening to his music. It's really great, so thank you so much for coming, and yeah, thanks everyone.
Give it up for David's mom, Betsy, everybody.
Come on now.
Right. I have to thank you all, and in particular, David really had a part of his soul that he left here in Michigan. He grew up in Salt Lake City. This is really a quick story. He grew up in Salt Lake City, but he came out to Michigan, to Interlochen, to go to school. And from that point on, he became, I guess, what did he call it? A gander? Yeah. Oh, I forgot the first part. Michigander. I never quite got that. But truly, he loved Michigan as much as he loved any square foot on the earth. And so when David passed away, and it was all unexpected, and we had to quickly come up with funeral plans and wake plans, and it was a house full of love, though, and all of his friends were so supportive, but we knew that it would not be complete without having his own special bit of Michigan there, which, of course, meant Seth and May, and Michael and Micah. And I felt really blessed that they were able to come out and share their spirits with us during that time. So I hope I've told them that before, but it would not have been the same without you guys there. I love you very much.
I love you too.
So anyway, this is wonderful, and I can't wait to hear more music.
So this is Pat Fugit, David's best buddy from way back, elementary school. And you might recognize him from the movies. And movies to be.
You also might not. Thanks, Seth. It's funny, Davey, who was it? Somebody was telling me about how Davey used to be here, and he used to say to everybody how we're gonna trick Pat into getting here, because he would always say, "You got to come out to Michigan and play music and everything." And I would always be working, or I would be lazy, or that kind of thing, and I never made it. And somebody was joking that this is the last trick he pulled, was to do something like this. But I had never, before Davey passed away in December last year, and before that I'd never actually met Seth and May, or Micah and Shiny, or all you folks. And Davey expressed like the most intense love, and drew the deepest inspiration probably from this area and these people. And it's funny, when Seth and May showed up in Salt Lake City for the funeral and the wake, I just started saying to Seth, I was like, I love you, dude. Like automatically, like it's just Davey, Davey loved and cared about you guys so much. It's like that's just kind of just part of who I am now. Is I love you guys, I love you too, brother. And it was love by association, but in the past months, and talking to you, Seth, specifically, and being here and seeing everything that's going down, and everybody that's here and everything that happens here, it's defining that love for me. It means a lot, brother. Thank you for having us here. I was gonna go cry, but I have to play music. We're just doing the instrumentals now, yeah? Sure. So, after Davey passed, it was a little difficult to play music, particularly his songs, and it was difficult to write music. But then eventually, you play around enough, and things start sounding like he would like them, and been playing a couple, and I'm going to play one that's just a short instrumental. It's not much, but I've been calling it Davey's Lullaby, because nights and mornings are tough in regards to Davey, and so now and then before I go to bed, I'll tune the guitar up and play this, and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try to play it now.
Love you, man. So Shiny, me's brother, and Micah, we're really close with Davey. They're going to sing a song called Wild Mountain Time, and Sam Cooper is going to join them.
So this song I sang at David's wake in Salt Lake City because I wasn't trusting myself with words or an instrument. So we're going to try to have a little of that beautiful energy that we had there, bring it back here with us. So
yeah, I think when you lose something, it's easy to harden your heart against further pain. And this song kind of it's about, well, there's a verse in it that's kind of about filling that void with positivity and surrounding yourself with being open to new opportunities and lovely people. So.
Summertime has come, and the leaves have sweetly turned, and the wild mountain thyme looms across the purple heather. Will you go, hey darling, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all across the purple heather. Will you go, hey darling, go? I will build my love a bower by yon clear crystal fountain, and I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, hey darling, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all across the purple heather. Will you go, hey darling, go? I will build my love a shelter by yon clear mountain stream, and my true love will be the fairest that the summer sun has ever seen. Will you go, hey darling, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all across the purple heather. Will you go, hey darling, go? If my true love will not go with me, I will surely find another to pull wild mountain thyme all across the purple heather. Will you go, hey darling, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all across the purple heather. Will you go, hey darling, go?
Thanks, guys. Well, we got time for a couple more. And I think what we'll do is sing the ones that we didn't get to in this set in between the films later on, Jamboree style. But Josh and Davey were groomsmen together for mine and May's wedding. They knew each other pretty well before that, but they got to be really close then. And we made some fun skits together. They got into the walk-in cooler and did this really weird movie. It was really funny and totally bizarre. But we're glad to have Josh leading the song, The Boy in the Well.
Take your time. I'll tell a quick story while Pat's tuning. Davey and I are both left-handers, and there's not that many left-handed guitar players out in the world. And he came to Seth and May's wedding. He was gonna play this beautiful song of Seth's at the ceremony and at the reception, and didn't have a guitar, and so he borrowed. I have this national blue national guitar, and he played it that day. Love Mathematics, and such a beautiful rendition of the tune. And every time I pull that guitar out of that case, I think of Davey, and I miss him. So I feel like I'm playing for him a lot. But so grateful that this space was made here in the barn to play these tunes, and I'm so grateful to be involved. There is a way in the town, who brought a rose and let it down. She never seems to go away. If you draw near, you'll hear her say, someday. The boy who tumbled down the well composed a song before he fell. It goes on the walls of stone. Words so shrill, they chill the mind. Maybe now I'll be left alone. We got time for one more Davey song. Is that all right with you guys? There's so many to play. There's so many to play, and there's more yet to be digitized from his cassette archives. But this is a song that David recorded here in this barn. He did a recording session here many years ago, the Michigan recordings, with Susan and Daniel and myself. So
there's a lot of death in David's music and a lot of magic. And this song has a lot of both of them in it, especially when we're going to play it right now. We've had a really hard winter, and in some ways there's a hole in our hearts that will always be there. But we have this opportunity to share David's legacy with each other, and the love that he gave us only grows. Our love for him and his love for us, it's here and it's expanding, and with all of you guys here, I think all of us can feel that love expanding and growing. So this is a song David actually wrote, and it's coming true. It's called I'm Gonna Make My Peace Before I Die. Everybody come on out and sing this one. How about a big hand for everybody up here? Thank you all so much for sharing the space with us. There's enough room and there's enough strength in this community to hold all of our grief and all of our loss. Thank you so much for your hearts.